The accelerating transformation of the Iraqi dinar and economy Iraq is undergoing a period of remarkable economic transformation, marked by significant developments around the Iraqi dinar and its exchange rate. The potential shift in the dinar's exchange rate to 1,000 dinars per US dollar and the subsequent process of removing 3 zeros from the currency could happen swiftly. Such a monumental change could pave the way for the dinar to achieve a 1-to-1 exchange rate with the US dollar, marking a historic shift for the nation's monetary system. Once the dinar is floated at this rate, its value will be determined by market dynamics, leading to potential fluctuations influenced by trading activity and global demand. One of the main factors driving this transformation is the increasing dollarization of Iraq's economy. This process reflects a broader push to integrate the Iraqi economy with global financial systems. However, this journey is not without misconceptions, particularly surrounding the notion of contract rates for the dinar. Debunking the myth of contract rates. A prevalent myth in discussions about the Iraqi dinar is the concept of contract rates. Some claims suggest that individuals who purchased dinars through private contracts before 2011 may receive preferential exchange rates. However, there is no concrete evidence to support these assertions. Contract rates, if they were to exist, would be negotiated privately between the parties involved in those agreements and not offered by banks or official financial institutions. For those without such contracts, the idea of accessing a special rate is unfounded. The contract rate narrative is largely speculative and contributes to the mythology surrounding Iraqi dinar investments. Without a legally binding agreement, there is no pathway to such rates. Moreover, the law of one price ensures that individuals exchanging dinars receive a standardized rate, with only minor differences attributed to banking fees, which typically hover around 2%. The foundations for economic stability. Iraq's progress toward a significant exchange rate adjustment is not an overnight development. Years of effort have gone into creating the necessary conditions for this change. Iraq has worked diligently to achieve security and economic stability, two critical prerequisites for such a transformation. Prominent figures like Dr. Sinan al-Shabibi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI), alongside support from the U.S. Treasury, have played key roles in safeguarding and stabilizing the dinar's value. A major milestone in this journey was the replacement of daily currency auctions with a remittance system. This transition aligns Iraq's banking operations with international standards and mirrors practices employed by major financial institutions in the United States. It also signals Iraq's readiness to further integrate into the global financial system. The inevitability of exchange rate adjustment. The decision to change the exchange rate appears inevitable, given the extensive reforms and preparations undertaken by Iraq. The current exchange rate of 1,310 dinars per US dollar has remained unchanged for over a year. This stagnation suggests that the delay is part of a broader strategy, with the groundwork being laid for a more significant adjustment. If Iraq intended to maintain the current exchange rate, the extensive reforms would have been unnecessary. Instead, the country seems to be preparing for a bold move to align its currency with international standards. This adjustment is expected to boost investor confidence, attract foreign investment, and enhance Iraq's standing in the global economy. Legislative support for economic reforms. Iraq's government is also making legislative strides to support these economic changes. Recently, the Iraqi House of Representatives completed the second reading of an amendment to the Federal General Budget Law. This amendment covers the fiscal years 2023, 2024, and 2025. Reflecting a forward-looking approach to fiscal policy. The budget discussions are critical in laying the foundation for economic reforms, including potential adjustments to the exchange rate. By aligning its fiscal policies with long-term goals, Iraq demonstrates its commitment to sustainable economic development. Infrastructure development, a symbol of progress. Iraq's ambitious infrastructure projects further underscore its determination to modernize its economy. Two significant projects, the Central Bank of Iraq Tower and the Grand Fa Port, are garnering international attention. The Central Bank of Iraq Tower, nearing completion, symbolizes the nation's financial modernization. Once operational, it will serve as a hub for the country's banking sector and reinforce its integration into global markets. Similarly, the Grand Fa port, parts of which are already operational, is set to become a major hub for trade and logistics in the region. These projects are not only infrastructural achievements, but also strategic investments aimed at positioning Iraq as a key player in the global economy. By enhancing its logistical and financial capabilities, Iraq is paving the way for increased trade and investment opportunities. Overcoming political challenges. While Iraq's economic reforms are impressive, political challenges persist. One major hurdle is the amendment to Article 12 of the Hydrocarbon Law, which governs the distribution of regional oil revenues. The long-debated Hydrocarbon Law, HCL, has recently made significant progress, with the second reading of the draft law completed. If the third and final reading proceeds smoothly, this legislation could unlock a new chapter in Iraq's economic development. Resolving disputes over oil revenue distribution is crucial for fostering political stability and ensuring equitable economic growth across the country. Stability as a pillar of economic strategy. The Central Bank of Iraq has emphasized stability as a cornerstone of its monetary policy. The current strategy has already achieved significant progress in maintaining stability, a critical factor for attracting investment and fostering economic growth. This commitment to stability is evident in Iraq's careful approach to implementing economic reforms. By ensuring that the foundations are secure, Iraq is minimizing risks and maximizing the potential benefits of its transformation. The role of global integration. Iraq's economic reforms are part of a broader effort to integrate more fully into the global financial system. By aligning its monetary policies and banking operations with international standards, Iraq is positioning itself as a reliable and attractive destination for foreign investment. This integration is not only about economic growth, but also about enhancing Iraq's geopolitical standing. As Iraq becomes a more active participant in global markets, it will gain greater influence and opportunities for collaboration on the international stage. Conclusion. Iraq stands at a pivotal moment in its economic history. The anticipated shift in the Iraqi dinar's exchange rate and the accompanying reforms represent a bold step toward modernization and global integration. While challenges remain, particularly on the political front, the progress achieved so far is a testament to Iraq's resilience and ambition. From infrastructure projects to legislative reforms, Iraq is laying the groundwork for a brighter future. As the country moves closer to implementing these changes, the world will be watching closely. The journey ahead is undoubtedly complex, but Iraq's commitment to transformation offers hope for a more prosperous and stable future. This economic revolution could mark a turning point for Iraq, unlocking opportunities for growth, investment, and global collaboration. If successful, it will not only reshape Iraq's economy but also its place in the world.